President Weah was elected on a mandate to restore hope and change for Liberians. For many Liberians, especially the youth, he represented the possibility of a brighter future. Unfortunately, these last 5 years have seen a rapid decline in almost all aspects of national life.
Yeah, it's a walking quad, the boss poor, a part of a German.
Different trace for, different trace for, different trace for, different trace for.
The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy.
Change your soul, burn and change your soul. Change your soul, burn and change your soul. Chérie d'asson, paso chérie d'asson, Nima chérie d'asson, Renkou chérie d'asson. Chérie d'asson, burn chérie d'asson. Chérie d'asson, burn chérie d'asson. Nima chérie d'asson, Loba chérie d'asson, paso chérie d'asson, Renkou chérie d'asson.
The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy. The country is far, I come here with busy.
Mais à travers le gros, le honorable, mais c'est elle est sans la pique pour me, le son la me relève. I can see my home at Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You tired with me now? Eh? Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. I can hear myself. All right. I came on this show today because of Darius DeLone, Senator Darius DeLone. So please fasten your seatbelt and let's talk. And the entire Southeast Commerce is reaching hell in the Southeast. People are gravitating. People are coming over to Mr. Cummings. People are understanding the whole thing now, what is going on. But listen, you see, it's always good to call people out when they lie. When they lie. DeLone is still my friend. But Liberia is my number one priority. Liberia is bigger than you and myself. But I was baffled and shamed of Senator DeLone when I listened to him today on Reload, lying how everyone rejected Mr. Cummings. You know, I know he's not running, but he played a major role. He's a politician. We need to call them out. And I will talk about it on Wednesday on the radio. Now I'm on radio 3 days a week. I will talk about it again on True FM. That Senator DeLone lied. You know, it is a shame for Senator DeLone, who few months back, 3 years back, was all on his knees crawling to support us, humble himself so much that he put people in a situation where you feel so sorry. And after he got the vote, he showed his real color. Even if you're not supporting Mr. Cummings, I don't respect politicians that lie. That is why I'm supporting Alex Cummings. Lie for what? How Ellen Johnson handpicked Charlene, Baslow rejected him, everyone. It's a shame, Dylan, Senator Dylan. You have lied so many times. So it's like, it's not strange to us. If you can lie publicly about a ticket that you use your own money to purchase and you lie to the public, that means it's not strange. To even go on in public and say, Ellen Johnson said this. Explain the real thing that happened with you and Ellen. Explain how you and Robert Selly were running around. Explain it too. Since you want to be factual. Or you don't want to tell us how VP Bwaka went to Ellen to beg. You don't want to say that. Yes, Ellen called you and Senator Yombly to settle your differences in the LP. And what you did, you chose not to show up. You know, we forgot. You betrayed the late Bromsky. So it's nothing strange. Nothing strange, but listen, we got a news for you. How long from now to 9 years? Today, Prince Johnson is fighting for his position. 9 years is nothing. Unless the only thing that make 9 years important, if we all gone and die before 9 years. But you will come on, people rejected Mr. Cummings. DeLone, how? Look, only because of politics, you and Alex Cummings will sit in the same place. You think you can just disrespect Alex Cummings and walk free? Can you just disrespect Ellis Cummings? His sweat is in you. His hard-earned money is in you. He never did it because of your support. He never financially supported you when you were in the CPP. It's because you were in the CPP. For you to go and start to lie. You listen. You just one of the politicals. And you telling me you try to run on this UP Ellen Johnson record when Mr. Blackard chose not to in 2016, 17. You chose not to run on that record. How Ellen Johnson squandered opportunities. Today you want to run on it. You telling me that, oh yes, CDC carried the debt to $900 million. And today CDC gone, no, UP carried it to $900 million, which you admitted, which is true, in 12 years. And you telling me that, oh, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. CDC carried to $2 billion. But we are better than CDC. So you telling me, and you sat on the show. Oh, Mr. Alex Cummings said that it's good not to pay taxes. Oh, Mr. Alex Cummings said FIFA, yes, FIFA ruling is not recognized anywhere. That is why the judge told you you were wrong and you lost the case in court against Bility. And if you don't know about football as a senator and you say you support Barrow, then you don't know. FIFA ruling is not recognized in any competent court of jurisdiction. I've been behind football. That is why nobody take FIFA to court. No players, no association can ever sue FIFA. Never. You were the same one sat on a show and called Bility poor and saw, now he's poor. You were the same one when you were getting your $20,000 from him, when you were getting all the financial support from him. You won't stand up and talk about Alex Cummings? That's shame on you. Today you're a senator, but get ready, 2029 will be coming very soon. Make sure you steal enough money to save for your campaign. You stay, my friend. But if you will go on public radio and talk about people reject Mr. Cummings, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed, Senator Taylor. How in the world can people reject Mr. Cummings? So what do you want to say about Tier 1 Gonglo who don't have a vice president or vice candidate? People reject Mr. Cummings. Bunch of corrupt politicians gone together to show that you are very corrupt, Mr. Taylor. You are very corrupt. And I will take a word from you. Never call a man honorable if he's not doing the honorable things. So you have not done it. You pretended to do the honorable things. You know the rules. You know the role of a senator. You know how to explain it. But you are still in bed with the government. All the backdoor deals, you know about it? The backdoor deals between you and Jeremiah Kuhn. Senator Dillon, y'all please share this with Senator Dillon. And I will put it in your bag so you will see it. And from today, I will continue to watch your show. I will continue to monitor your show. Whenever you come up, I will come up to. You want to compare yourself with Mr. Cummings? Calling Mr. Cummings a liar? You want to compare Joseph Boakai with Mr. Cummings? That's a shame. You were the same one 2 years ago praising Mr. Cummings. You reading the profile of Alex Cummings. You reading the profile of Alex Cummings because of politics. You're afraid, but you were sitting on your show and criticizing Mr. Cummings on your show. But when we on our show, then you will get the audacity to open your mouth and say that, oh, you can be attacking each other. But on your show today, Mr. Cummings is nothing. Mr. Cummings is this. You worry about Alex Cummings. You would not want to be in the presence of Alex Cummings' administration because he will hold you accountable. You will not receive the $30,000 you're receiving. You will not receive the brown envelopes you're receiving. I expect you to know better, and you should know the person they call Alex Cummings. We're not going to manufacture new people. Alex Cummings will not manufacture new people in Liberia. He will work with people who in Liberia. And if you want to work with the Alex Cummings team, you must change your ways. If you choose to be corrupt, you can go to the UP. You and all telling us that because Ellen Johnson, because UP took the debt to $900 million, it's also better since CDC carried it to $2 billion. Then you talking about Ellen Johnson? No, they waive our debt. We're not stupid yet, Dylan. They waive it. They made all the necessary contact, and they waive the debt. You think we don't know that Ellen Johnson took over when they had 80 million? You think what happened in the UP government, it was Joseph Boakai? Joseph Boakai told us that he was packed for 12 years. He told us that he would never use. He had no saying. Then you won't come back today. You think we're stupid yet? You think we are very stupid that we will allow UP back to power? The game is on. The game is on, Dylan. We are also voters. I am a voter in Liberia, and I will vote according to how I suppose. I will vote for Liberia. I will vote, and I will continue to tell you, Senator Dillon, that no matter what happens, I will vote, and I will cast my vote. It can be 10 times. I will cast it. It would never, ever goes to UP, this vote here. Let us see. Unless the Liberian people cannot understand. You think we're going to guess? You sit in that Senate every day, you argue, but you go back and receive cash. You receive money from the CDC government. You think we don't know? Talking about they rejected Mr. Cummings. Beslow rejected Mr. Cummings. This other because you people are ashamed. You are ashamed that Charlene is the VP. After you push Yombly, after you have destroyed Yombly, you are embarrassed that we got the best. You are embarrassed that we got the best. So when you go on your show and try to make things look so good, when I listen to one of my friends, oh, Dylan will be in the Guinness World Book of Records for what reason? Well, I will take that word from you again. I will not call you honorable again because you have not doing the honorable thing. You have lied so many times. You lied to the people. You would not drive a car that cost $70,000, but today you are parading with cars with $70,000. You show you declare your asset $3. Today you are bragging around with over $500,000 in your account. Dylan, well, you go stand up and talk about Mr. Cummings was rejected. If Mr. Cummings was corrupt like you guys, by this time you will be all under his feet. If Mr. Cummings was corrupt like you guys, by this time you will be all underneath his feet. How long it took you to know that Mr. Cummings cannot be your president? How long? How long it took you to know that Mr. Cummings not qualified? But when you are running, some of us, I noticed that Mr. Cummings qualified. That is why I stay behind Mr. Cummings. I know that Alex Cummings is qualified and can produce. But because you people want to continue the corrupt legacy of what you put Liberia in today. Today you can brag of a house fence. Today you can brag that you can purchase a first class ticket. Today you can brag you got security. Mr. Cummings, they rejected Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings sitting with ability. Oh, but you in bed with Prince Johnson. The same Prince Johnson that you criticized the other day. Today, you in bed with corruption King Kong. The same corruption King Kong you criticized the other day that he's corrupt. But you are in bed with him today. You are in bed with Jeremiah Kuhn. You told us that Jeremiah Kuhn was corrupt. But today, you are in bed with Jeremiah Kuhn. Then you're talking about Ellen Johnson chose Charlene. That's a shame and disgrace on you. Because you're in power, because you got a 9 years job, you're just one of the ungrateful Basulan. I can tell you that today. I can tell you. You telling me a man who stole $5 and the man who steal or $10, the $5 man is better. Rogue than not rogue. Now what are you trying to tell us? Yes. Where in the world, when was Bility convicted? We should be caught in Liberia convicted Bility. You should be ashamed. You say you know about the law. You work with the late Stizzy Goo. You work with the late Bromsky. Which of the court found Bility guilty of road fund? Which of the court in Liberia? Yes, FIFA found him guilty. How much was the money? $75,000. And you were the same one who sat on your platform and told the Liberian people that because Bility was running for FIFA president, that is why they were against him. You, Darius Dillon, you just know not a politician. You are not a technocrat. You got no ideas in order to lead. You just gave the parable and the spider story and the old little story they gave you. But I always catch you on what you do. You were the same one. And I'm looking for that video and I will play it. You were the same one. This is not about talking to Ellis, it's about you. I just want for people to know, and I will talk about it on my show on Wednesday. Guess what? I myself am on radio now. True FM in Nimba County, in Grand Bassa County, all over Liberia. And I will tell the Liberian people how corrupt and dishonest you are. You still my friend, but Liberia is bigger than you. I love Liberia more than you. You still my friend. But when a dishonest leader speaking, you go and sit on, even if you're not, it is your right to support who you want to support. It is your right. But why lie on a former president? Ellen Johnson was the one who selected because everybody rejected Mr. Cummings. Look at you. How can you be so insane and make such a comment? Eh? It's just so hard for some people not to see. Some people don't care because you support them. And I will tell you today, any corrupt person who wants to support Mr. Cummings, that person is up for change. You are not ready for change. You enjoy the system and you pretend to the people as if the system is okay. Dillon, we supported you. I never wanted nothing from you. I don't have, I'm a poor little guy. I am a poor man who's struggling. But at least I was able to contribute $500 to your campaign. My hard-earned money because of CPP and because of good country. But they say, you can take the cow to the river, but you can't force the cow to drink. No decision is right until it is right. The decision that I made to support you, I thought it was right, but it is not right. It was never right, and I will not regret it. All I need to do is to take it back, to say, yes, you are not worth it. You can keep your senatorial bid. You can keep your senatorial position for the next 9 years. But I'm telling you, Dillon, I'm telling you today, it's not a threat, but campaign will be on 2029. You'll be running for re-election. By the grace of God, someone will also be around. We will live in Liberia. Don't overlook, we're not just living in America. We're not just living in America, but we will be around. Some of us will be around. We campaign against you any day, anytime. So continue to lie. You don't need to lie. Even if you don't want to support Mr. Cummings, I don't think by going on your station and lying, that will help you. Understand, if you are just an ordinary talk show host, I will not waste my time on you. But you're a politician. People still like you. But I'm one of those who don't, when it comes to politics, I wouldn't like to be, I know from today's date, you will not want to speak to me again. And I don't give a damn about it. You will not want to tell me hello either. I know you might block me, but I challenge you, you will not block me. You know better. You will not block me. You will listen to this, and I will continue to follow you. Whenever you lie, I will call you out. Whenever you lie to the people, I will call you out. And guess what? Once I started to talk, there will be information that people are going to give me. You know what happened in Minnesota, eh? When you came to Minnesota, Henry Costa was there. You know what happened? You know there was a video on that, eh? In a gathering. Okay, maybe you don't know. But let me tell you, Taylor, some of us, we don't go that low in politics. We stick to the issues. I don't insult easily, but we stick to the issues. And you know that I know, and you know that Mr. Cummings is the best in the race. You know that Mr. Cummings is the best in the race, the most qualified and prepared, the only one who knows about the economy. Do you want to challenge Mr. Cummings? Show us what you've been doing for the last 6 years before you became a senator. What you've been doing, show us. Unless Ellis Cummings not in your stomach. You admitted that Ellis Cummings gave you the highest. He was not doing it because he wanted something extra from you. But you pretended as if you was a good man. But Dylan, your records are there. All your past video. You called Mr. Ability or Saul, now Paul. You explained to the world how FIFA lied because Ability was running for FIFA president, which was truth. You explained the right story. That's truth. Ability was in the first 5. The first black man ever to get in the first 5 when he was contesting FIFA. You know, that's truth. It was not lie when you gave that story. When you wanted support from Ability, when you brought Ability in, when Ability was supporting Liberty Party, you betrayed Mr. Bromsky. You were not even speaking to Bromsky. You went, Ability gave you cars, gave you money. But because of your selfishness, your political selfish game, because of vice president position, because Mr. Cummings called you guys out for 30,000, you turn your back. We don't have time about it. You think we can't talk? You think you won because of on your own? You think you won on your own? It was a protest vote that the Liberian people gave you because of George Weah's inability. And you telling us today that UP should come back to power because of your greed and selfishness. UP should come back to power. Yes, right. You will understand Liberian. You will understand Liberian. And I will speak about it every day. Senator Dillon, I will take the word from you again. You call a man honorable when he's doing the honorable things. But I think from today, I can call you Senator Dillon, but I will not call you Honorable Dillon. The senator is just a title. But you are not honorable because you have lied more than 2 times. You have get 3 strikes. You lied publicly on a ticket that you purchased. You lie about a car that you, Senator Dillon, will never drive a car that more than $50,000. But today you sitting in a $70,000 car. You will not take a salary. You will take only $10,000. Today you're not taking the full salary. And doing what with it? What? Oh, because we sat down and look at you? Don't take the cat off the bag, please. Don't do that. You are very dishonest. And dishonesty, because honesty is the key to every leadership. Honesty, nobody talk of perfection, but be honest to the people. You have taken every penny that come through your office. You could refuse it. You could protest and say, I don't want it, but you took it. You use it. You crossing backdoor deals because they're not giving you check. You sometimes refuse to take checks because you don't want it to put you on record. Don't pretend to us that you know more. Don't pretend. Don't call yourself a 3rd grade student either. So you know different from President Weah, who get a master's and still say, I don't know book. I never call you a 3rd grade student. I know you smart. I know you graduated from high school. Whether you don't have the degree, but I know you smart. But maybe your smartness, you're taking advantage of your smartness. Oh, I know the law. Dillon know the law, but you lie about everything, Senator Dillon, because the people you speak to, they don't know. They don't listen. For me, I'm very sensitive. The last conversation between you and myself, all the texts, when I called you out, you called me and we spoke for 1 hour. You said I was attacking you. You never put that we say attacking, but oh my man, you on my back. I just told you I'm leaning. What you told me? You're an institutional guy. You will not leave your party. Listen, Dillon, you betray your party. You betray the cause. You betray the cause, Dillon. You are not a member of UP, of Liberty Party. You have not paid dues. That's the law. That's what you put on the book. A senator trying to condemn the Supreme Court, a sitting senator, to show that you don't have any law for the law. You pretend that you follow the law, but you stay bent. You walk like somebody who been on ship for so long. Senator Dillon, I'm surprised at you. To lie publicly. Mr. Cummings say it's not bad for Mr. Billity not to pay tax. Do you have any proof that Billity owe taxes? Do you know how many businesses in Liberia owe taxes? Do you know that, Senator? Eh? What the government said when they closed Billity station down, you don't business down, you don't even know. Why you ask ARA and LRA how much Billity owe government? Why you don't ask? You playing the stupid politics. You playing the same politics because you are part of the same clique. Witch hunt. Because that is why you're going to do Liberian people. Liberians, this is what they're going to do. They will suppress you again. Now, Ellen Johnson was much better because she's a woman. But these are all corrupt men who will suppress you. They will suppress you until 2029, and going forward, you will be into the worst era that you ever think about. You will be in the worst era. And listen to you insulting Mr. Cummings on your show. Call us Cummings. Oh, who is Cummings? Cummings is nobody. But when we come on our show and try to criticize UP, and then some of you guys will call and say, oh, why you're criticizing UP? But go and listen to the reload. Everybody who call, Mr. Cummings is this. Everybody call, Mr. Cummings is this. Mr. Cummings is that. Now when we're talking, then you're pissed off. Because we deal with you accordingly. Even if the Liberian people don't want George Weah, we will not carry UP. We will vote new person in power. And you will lose this election. I'm telling you, Senator, never respect me. You will lose this election. You will lose this election. UP will not see the taste power anymore. Because we can see how you guys are anxious, waiting to loot by imagination. I can see that. How you're waiting to steal by imagination. Because anyone who is not honest, they are corrupt. You think that politics, when you come on and say, oh, Beslow rejected Mr. Cummings, and this other person rejected me. Let me tell you, if Liberia was a good country, Beslow was going to be the vice president of Mr. Cummings. But because of people like y'all were so ashamed and embarrassed that Mr. Cummings took one of the best lawyer or girl, smart, beautiful, intelligent, educated woman that will instill law and order. The man that you pretend to be to admire his daughter, Bromsky, Charlene Bromsky, is the gateway to the pressure jury of Liberia. That the young people will take over Liberia. Not you, Dillon. You have lost your political power. You have lost. I told you, I said, don't lose your voice. The text, read the text. Maybe I need to publish the text between you and myself. I need to publish it. It was not an insult. But what you and I was talking, I was not begging you to support Mr. Cummings. I don't beg people. I try to talk to people. But what I told you, don't leave your party. You told me you are an institutional guy. Munel, I said I'm leaning. I never said I'm supporting Mr. Cummings and Mr. Bwaka. I don't know why everybody say just 3 months ago. 3 months ago. That is what you said. You stay my friend. You can block me. You can shut me off. But you will not stop me from talking, Dylan. I will continue to listen to you. I will follow you. I will monitor you. Whatever wrong you say, I will respond. I will respond. And if I don't want to always listen to you, I will put you on the defense. I will put you on the defense. I'm not going to insult you, but there are things that I know and you know that I know. We will talk about it. We will let the people know too. You run your senator. You're not just a talk show host. You are not just an ordinary talk show host. No, you are a senator or politician who can go anywhere to campaign. So we will not allow you for your voice to lie to our people. We'll tell the people of Montserrat. So maybe, because if you can betray Emmanuel Yato who push you, who raise money for you, you betray him. You cut off speech from other people. You know different from President Weah. You know different from President Weah. I hope you're watching this show, Senator. And I will be happy one day for you and myself to go live and let me ask you questions. Because sometimes when you're talking, you're quick to forget that you said it before. How will you come and tell me Ellen Johnson worked the Unity Party, worked until they cleared a $4 billion debt? Listen, Dylan, we're not stupid here. We know how the debt was cleared. They waived our debt through the instrumentality of Ellen Johnson, which is true. But in 12 years before, so you won't calculate the difference now. Oh, 12 years was $9 million. And everybody was complaining. You left Mr. Bromsky. You betrayed Mr. Bromsky and went to Unity Party. And after things never worked out good, you came back and you begged. They refused you. Ben Sebi was the chairman. They refused you. And Ben Sebi then begged for you. They said, let's accept him. And you came back to the party. After you let Ellen Johnson down, they accepted you. But you came to America. Bromsky was in a hospital sick. But every day you say he's your role model. You admire him. He told you to wear white shirt. Oh, because you're from Grand Bassa County? Dylan, we're not stupid. Please. Don't take us for granted. Don't take the Liberian people for granted. This is not personal. You said maybe I took the ANC, the CPP medication. So indirectly, I'm crazy. You admitted, yes, they took it to $900 million, which is true. But VP Bwaka refused to run on Ellen record. That not a record. Oh, that today you won't use Ellen records? You tell Liberians, let me ask you, even if we don't want George Weah, we should go back to UP. They see corrupt people now running away from UP. After they ran from UP, they went to CDC. Now they notice that CDC is about to lose election. They're coming back to UP. But thank God, God let ugly. Do you know why they're running back to UP? Because we're going to retire them in UP. That is why the corrupt people who left UP that went to CDC, they're going back to UP. That is where we're going to corrupt them. The good people of Liberia will not allow you to ever come back to power. If UP ever come back to power, it will be a new breed, not under the Darius Dillon or the Yombli Kanga or the President Pro Tem. Look, To show how corrupt you are, you and the president pro tem in bed pretending as if you're at each other. You getting money from him. He gave you money for his campaign, so you can't do nothing to him. When you beg and you ask somebody for money, there is nothing you can do to them. Nothing. You call yourself the light. The light is not shining anymore. You want to compare yourself with Ellis Cummings, Darius Dillon? Darius Dillon. You don't even have little bit of contact that Ellis Cummings has. What he has achieved in life, even if you don't want him, I don't think you should tarnish his reputation, his character, that they rejected him. They lie. Mr. Peter, that's why we never make who you are. You got one vote. I got one vote. You went and damaged the CPP. You attack Mo Ali in a CPP meeting and say why they're going after Mr. Cummings. After the chest you, they brought you in there and they gave you what you wanted. You went against Mr. Cummings in the CPP. The document you all sat down and fixed. You dishonest senator. You are a dishonest senator. We will not apologize to nobody, but we'll remove you from office just how we gave it to you. If you see me in Monrovia, you don't need to speak to me. I don't care. When I see you, I will call you honorable. Say your security behind me, that time you know. Why are you so dishonest? Why you making things hard for other people? That because of people like you, good people cannot even contest because of people like you, Darius Dillon. You are dishonest. You lie about your own achievement. Things that you earn, you lie about it. You lie about things that you yourself bought. You sat on the radio there talking about Ellis Cummings was rejected. Ellen Johnson was the one who selected. You think Ellis Cummings is a dumb-headed man? Do you think so? Do you think so? Will Ellen Johnson control Mr. Cummings? You are the one they control. You're the one still go to Ellie. They sent for you because they wanted you guys to come together, to reconcile. And even if Mr. Cummings said, I will take Yombly because Liberty Party in the same collaboration, but thank God, because of corruption, you refuse it. Because of corruption, you refuse it. You refuse it. You told Yombly, don't do it. After, you see, let me expose him again. You swear to God in front of Ben Senvi that you will not support Mr. Bwaka team. You swear after they rejected Yombly. But that following night, you and Jeremiah Kuhn left. That following night, you left. And when you came back, they called it change of tongue or change of heart. You never show up for the meeting. So it's not that Mr. Cummings was begging, but because of you guys, you have polluted the political landscape in Liberia so much until you will even allow people to take Zogos. I can talk to Councillor Gonglo why he got his vice president yet. Tell us what Mr. Bwaka would do. How he will fix the educational system. That's what we want to know. Tell us how he will create jobs. Then you'll talk about rescue. Rescue what? Rescue what? Dillon? If you can win, now let me bring you something, take you to speed. The last election that you took part in, your total vote was less than 200. Oh, but you were able to win a landslide to you now that your own. So Ellis Cummings, who had 7%, can I win? If you, Darius Dillon, can win, you got less than 200 votes in the entire Mosrado County. when you participated. Then you talk about Ellis Cummings can't win. That's a shame. You people are just a lazy politician. Lazy politician. And in my intro on Wednesday, I will take 5 minutes of my time on the True FM to give my intro to the Liberian people, to tell them the kind of person you are, how you pretend to be the wonderful sin, this wonderful guy who from nowhere tried to change things around, but not knowing you are just the same. You are just the same old politricker who just lied to our people. You told us another thing again, that you will not fence your house. And I tell you, lie on everything. Somebody asks you from your own mouth, oh, her senator, you said, no, I can't fence that place. I live here with the people. Today, Darius Dillon house is fenced. Today, his house is fenced. So you can show it. I will send my picking there to go and take pictures. So I will show it to you. I will let him to go and take pictures so we can show it that his house is actually fenced. This was the same guy who said, oh no, I live with the people and I cannot fence my house. He lied again about his own thing. Is that everything you will lie about? And this is not about Cummings today. I've done my show already. I just want to call out and just promote. And also don't forget, at the end of the month, the CPP will be having their convention, and you are invited. It will be in Philadelphia, and it's from the 30th to the 2nd of July. So you can see it out there, and you can start to make your calls if you want. But let me just call somebody quick, and let me give them an assignment. So you see, lie to the people so much. Hello? Listen, I know you're sleeping. I got an assignment for you. I want you to do a picture for me. Go and take a picture for me and send it to me. You know where Senator Dillon living? Yeah. Okay, I want you to take the picture to make sure that it fence up. I want you to take the picture and bring it for me. His security will be all around it, but just do. I know exactly what to do. Yeah, he was on the real low line today, so I try to call him out now. Take the picture and let us show it. Okay. So let me tell you guys, politics, we don't need to lie in politics. I don't lie about Mr. Bwaka. I look at Mr. Bwaka's record and tell you there's nothing there that convinced me. There's nothing impressive about his 12 years vice president when he told me that he was packed for 12 years. So they just gave us conflicting story. They take advantage of our people because they feel that our people don't read too much, they don't Google, they don't research. So they come on the show, on the radio station and lie. But guess what? I'm on air, I'm on Facebook right now. But now, thank God, I got the same opportunity to be on radio. So my 5 minutes intro will be about Darius Dillon, to call him out. Lies do not work easily. Don't lie to the people. Tell the people the truth. Tell the people the truth. Why they can't tell us what Mr. Bwaka will do? Why they can't tell us what UP will do different than George Weah, than Ellis Cummings? Tell us. I would love to hear this argument. This is what Mr. Bwaka got to do. Tell us. You want to come? Oh, Mr. Cummings ain't got no record. Mr. Cummings don't have government experience. If that's the government experience you're talking about, that means thank God that Mr. Cummings don't have it. If that is the government experience you're talking about, thank God that Mr. Cummings don't have government experience. But he has the better experience. He's a better manager. You can tell from the way he manages himself. He's a better leader than anyone in this race. He's a better leader of you, Darius Dillon, because you got two tongues. You lie about your own money. You lie about the ticket that you gave out, and you came back and confess because, oh, Liberian people feel sorry for me. Oh, I shame my mother. You think lying and confessing that you can only confess to God. That only God can forgive you 707. We the human being can forgive you 707. We can. You call yourself the light. You sat down, the light gone dead on you. You shut the light off. You disappointed your people, your fans, man. You disappointed them. The only people that are behind you now will be the few UP guys then. Like I heard my friend telling you, they should put you in the Guinness World Book of Record. Because the fact of the matter, I'm so embarrassed sometimes when some of our Liberians can't even understand. They can't even research on their own. They are not sensitive enough to things when you guys are talking. Oh, they should investigate Mr. Ability. Do you know how much government ability or government? You don't know. Why you ask the LRA how much ability owing? There's $1.5 million can't come no, it can't go up, it can't come down. Eh? You watch football game, don't you know that FIFA, nowhere in the world FIFA ruling is recognized in any competent court of jurisdiction? You don't know that? You think that rocket science? Do you think that rocket science? No, Dillon. You can't sue FIFA. FIFA cannot take you to a regular court. They set up their own kangaroo court and whatever decision. And you know that very well. If FIFA could go to court, Ability will get good money out of FIFA. Why you can be honest, man? You explained the real thing the other day about Ability. You think you can damage Ability? Eh? You can't damage Ability. Why you worry about where Ability? You got any proof where he got his money from? Prove it. Ability just took you to court the other day and whip you. And some of us trying to beg Ability behind closed door, hey, Papi, just drop that thing now. But because of your greed and selfishness and your for nothing pride, that is why this show is dedicated to you, Dillon. The Tonight Show is dedicated to you. And I will watch you every day. I will monitor you. Whatever you say wrong, Dillon, I will have to answer you. Yes. This is too much. You are the people spoiling our country, Liberia. Just because you're selfish and you want to remain in power. But you pretend that you know the issue. You pretend that you love Liberia, but no, you don't. We want you to publish your asset again. Publish your asset to the people. Let the people see it. And see how much you got in your account. How much? Maybe you have gone to $1 million now. I challenge you. Publish your account. Because you say you're a man of integrity and you love accountability. Dillon, I challenge you to publish your account right now. Maybe you have gone to $1 million. But you will not do it. You will not do it. You will never do it. Senator Dillon, I want you to publish your account. Tell the Liberian people how much you're worth. The last time you were $350 some more thousand. You came in with $3. You went to 300,000. Every dollar, that 100,000. So publish your account. Since you're too honest, accountability. Now we don't hear you again anymore taking $10,000. Now you take all the salary. Publish it. President Mr. Dillon, publish your account. I challenge you to publish your account. If you have not gone over 500,000, publish it. We want you to do that. for accountability's sake. You were doing it before. It been 3 months. January, February, March. January, February, March. You say quarterly. Or you're working for 4 months. January, February, March, April. We are now in what? May, June. 4 months gone. Publish your account. For accountability, you told us you're a straightforward man. One of my topic, I will tell the librarian, publish your account. Tell the Liberian people how much you worth. Ability. Tell the Liberian people how much you worth. You've been senator for 3 years. 2020, 21, 21, 22, 23. Almost 4 years because you were there for another 1 year. Tell the Liberian people, since you are so good, man, the light is off now. Oh, Senator Dillon finally endorsed Mr. Bwaka. It's not a story. It's not a story. You try to make a story, but it's not. Ellis Cummings will defeat you. I'm so happy and relaxed. Look, going le ugly. They left from Unity Party. They went to CDC. They went to CDC. After they noticed that CDC shaking now, they gone back to Unity Party to tell us that only 2 parties in the country, either CDC or look at Senator Dillon saying that at least Ellen Johnson, he said Bwaka. Now they're trying to say Bwaka and Ellen Bwaka ticket. In 12 years, they took the debt to $900 million. And Mr. Weir took it to $2 billion. So CDC and UP is better off. Jesus Christ. This guy forgot. He was in the newspaper how Mr. Bwaka is corrupt. This same Dillon, he forgot when he said all kinds of things about Mr. Bwaka. And you forgot what you said, Dillon, when you myself are speaking. How you know within yourself, if I lie on Dillon today, this will be my last water. Dillon said, Munel, I tell you, I know that Mr. Cummings can do. I did it because of Mr. Cummings. I said I was leaning to Mr. Bwaka just to hide Mr. Cummings' heart. I wanted for Mr. Cummings to call me. Mr. Cummings was supposed to leave Bility with us. I know that Mr. Cummings can do it. I know Mr. Cummings is qualified. In fact, Mr. Bwaka not supposed to be nowhere around in this president business. If I lie, I'm quoting Dillon. Tell me I'm lying, Dillon. I'm disappointed. Nothing hurt me when you lie because I know. Oh, they rejected. Nobody rejected. The only person who refused, not rejection, but refused, how I call it, was Yombli Kanga. And thank God we were praying to God not to. And let me tell you, Dillon, I was privileged for Mr. Cummings to ask me about his pick. It was the St. Teresa Beslow and Lima Bowen. Look, don't let me talk here. They were all on that list, only waiting for Mr. Cummings to agree. But Mr. Cummings was going through them thoroughly. You understand? But God could have it. Because you see, Mr. Cummings go with grace. Mr. Cummings put the grace first. Because he put God first in everything. He said he thinks. He sat down, he listened to people, and he compared all the notes before he make a decision. And Mr. Cummings said something, maybe you all forgot. I want a woman, a young woman, to be my vice president. Every time they ask Mr. Cummings, I would prefer a woman, a young person to be my vice president. Mr. Cummings have always looked into the Liberty Party in the CPP that I will choose a woman from Liberty Party. But God could have it, Yombly fumble because of Darius Dillon, because of vice president position. For vice president position. And then after the talk with the vice president, he bought ticket, he lied about it, so that whole thing just cover up. And guess what happened? Charlene Bronskin came from nowhere and fall, bam. Beautiful, intelligent, smart, educated. Look, I don't know what type of adjective to use. Girl who believe in the law. That is why she refused to stand with you guys. Because she said the law is the law. Because I remember when Bromskin, the late Bromskin, took neck to the Supreme Court. Yes, the ruling was not okay. But what Bromskin did, he abided by the law. He abided by the law. That is why when Charlene noticed that, with all the rigmarole and whatsoever, they went to the Supreme Court. Charlene said the law is the law. And you went back to the Supreme Court and tried to destroy our laws. Dillon, you need to stop the lies. You were even trying to accuse Mr. Ability when this whole so-called killing of Mususka's daughter, you went in your chat room, you were getting ready to run with that news. The Ability was involved. When Voider came out to give a play-by-play description, why I can't hear you talking about that killing anymore? Because yourself is on record pretending in the House, in the Senate, pretending we want a closure. Why you can't talk about it? Because the government have not closed it yet. The government killed the this and that. Why you can't talk about it? Bunch of liars. You think we're stupid? We're not stupid. We're not. First food are food. Second food is not. So thank you very much, guys. Y'all have a good day. But Wednesday, my 5 minutes intro will be on Darius Dillon. And I'm going to take my time to put it on. Follow me on True FM every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Ellis Cummings is the next president of Liberia. He's in the southeast. Sit down in Monrovia and be saying you wishing, you waiting for the 10. You waiting. Don't worry. Don't worry. When Mr. This, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll put sand in your gari. When it comes to you and the CDC, we will decide on the evil. Now CDC is not the evil anymore. You are the evil. You are the one now who gathering all the corrupt politicians who damage the country, trying to bring them back to power. Oh yes, because they can't go to Ellis Cummings because they are not prepared for change. They will not support Ellis Cummings because they're not prepared for change. They believe that Mr. Cummings will spoil the chopping. But Mr. Cummings' agenda, Mr. Cummings' administration will benefit the poor Liberians. It will benefit students. It will benefit workers. It will benefit lawyers, doctors, nurses, police officers, people who are doing the real job. They will understand what it means by living wage, not chicken change. You're getting rich overnight. Your turn poor on a George where you won't come back to steal. I listen to y'all. Some of y'all who can come on our show, I was just listening to Reload. They were all on Ellis Cummings. Ellis Cummings that nobody, he's insignificant. We don't have to listen to him. We don't have to cry. He will lose and this and that. Oh, I think we're stupid, yeah. Eh? not vote for us. We know you will not vote. And we're not going to vote for you either too. We will not be the sacrificial lamb. No. I can close my eyes and rather President, we are the here. You're no different. Y'all want to still create problem in our country. This election, Liberian people, Liberians, if you listen to me, this election is between President Weah and Mr. Cummings. It's a change. You either keep what you got or move forward. Backward, never. Nobody want to go backward. If you just got your degree, then go back to 10th grade. Nobody want to go backward. We want to go forward. We don't have two parties. We got more than two. It's supposed to be a Mr. Cummings, tier 1, fighting George Weah. Not UP. Not UP. If we want to be fair to ourselves, it's supposed to be Ellis Cummings and George Weah push Ellis Cummings, tier 1 Gonglo, and George Weah. UP for what? To take us back? To take us back? And guess what? The people who tried to destroy Ellen Johnson, it was the Joseph Boakai and the people who in UP today, the same officials. By the time they lost the election, they expelled Ellen Johnson from the party. Mr. Boakai expelled Ellen Johnson from the party. The woman who brought Unity Party to permanence, the woman who make Unity Party, Mr. Boakai took it to be his personal thing. That is why most of the people left. And they will not come back to you. They will not stay vote for you. If Christmas will be good, you will tell from the eve. I listened to Sis Miata giving her closing. Telling Liberian people, don't just vote. She criticizing the other people. But she failed to realize that the people she's supporting are the same people who destroy Liberia. Liberians were so proud until politicians make us look stupid. Her brother, H. Brahma family, they all benefited from the government. They could not stand Serena's fall, Ambassador fall, because he was different from them. How can Sis Miata tell me that the group of UP today are for change? How can Miata family tell me and tell the Liberian people that the Unity Party she's talking about today are the change? They are better. Even if you will sit and you look at Mayor Ellis Cummings, who have worked from the ground to the top, even if you don't want him, there is nothing you can say about him. You say they shouldn't vote for Ellis because Ellis friends with Ability. Is that the reason we can't vote for Alex? Oh, don't vote for Alex because Toga McIntosh is supporting Alexander Cummings. Look at hypocrisy. Look at how dishonest they are. Don't vote for Mr. Cummings because Duncan Cassell supporting Mr. Cummings. They were wishing for some kind of ticket. And we will put your, just what we got here, what we want for you, that place we put your head. And let me give you another breaking story. They begging Henry Costa. They even tried to pay him. I'm telling you a true story. They tried. They went to Henry with 100K. Please don't speak. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Henry Costa refused it. And you know Henry Costa? He just terminated. Although Henry left money, but there's certain money that Henry will not eat. Henry will daze them. Henry want to daze, but he afraid of something too. You know when you get your hands in all kinds of places, it's sometimes they tie you down. But you see like us, what they don't do cost me. They don't can cost me. They don't can block me. If they don't black me, it will make it worse. They can't pay Prophet Key to cost my mom. My mom's spirit, because my mom died, her spirit will go after Prophet Key. I can tell anybody that. You believe in spirit? Good. So my mind do nothing to nobody. So you curse her. All I need to do is just to pray hard. My mom's spirit will go after you. And I know what I'm talking about. Don't overlook some of us. We enjoy what we do. We enjoy, and honesty, integrity, empathy is the foundation that some of us walk on. We're not perfect, but we support people with everything that we got. But when you turn around and try to stab other people because of your selfish and greedy belly, spineless senator, I take that word from you, quote unquote, you spineless senator who pretend that he can fight George Weah, but you spineless like the other ones. You don't got the balls, my brother. You will lose your political relevance. Trust me. You have already lost it. Pray to God you win. Oh. Pray to God you win. You lie to the Liberian people on dual citizenship. You lie. But when you wanted the money from the people here, but you know, sometimes it's good for us to learn our own lesson. But I will close this with you, with Liberian people. Liberians, this is your call. This is your time. And the time is now. If it is not now, it's when. Do you want to reach into the 50 like me? Do you want to get older and you can't do nothing for yourself? You just had a baby, 2017, and your child is not even in school. Are you comfortable of struggling to eat while the people you voted for and the same people want to come back to power? Are you comfortable with them to bring them back? Do you want to go back or do you want to go forward? Liberia is your call. It is your destiny. It is your time. To the young people who are graduating from colleges and whatsoever, do you want to sit and listen to the same old politicians who deprived you yesterday and sold your country, your rights, because of money, and they are coming back again? Do you want us to go back to the same place? To people, because none of them even have the same ideas with all of Ellen Johnson. Look, Ellen Johnson left a government in place, but Mr. Bwaka, former vice president, refused to accept it, and Mr. Weah government destroyed it. Former vice president refused to run on Ellen Johnson legacy, to just tell the Liberian people that UP did this good thing, and these are the wrong things that were done, and I will fix it. He refused to run on that ticket. That is why President Weah is in power today. Now they want to come back and tell you, oh, at least, they're not at least. That is why our national team can go, where at least Lone Star drew the first game and they beat the second game. No, we're not going to fall for anything less. If you're looking to create job, if you want a better infrastructure, you're looking for a better leader. Because Mr. Cummings is saying it every day. Nowhere in the world will hold you when you stay under my administration. In my administration, the people who are doing the work will be paid living wage, not minimum wage. Ministers will not be running around the city, destroying lives and taking advantage of our citizens. They will not be running on the opposite lane and call tear lane. Bunch of idiots. How in the world you will drive on a opposite lane and you consider it as a tear lane? Darius Dillon voted for it because they are in a club where they make illegal things legal. Once they vote, that's it. And I still challenge Darius Dillon. Declare your asset. You promised us that you will show us what you got. 2020 has gone. 2021, 2022, you never declare. You never declare in 2021, in 2022, and in 2023 because you just like the same people. You just like the same people. You steal in broad day from your own people. And then you come on radio and talk sweet and bunch of so-called educated people who don't understand. Oh, Darius Dillon, thank you for explaining. You even know your own constitution, especially you who live in America. Especially you who went to school, living better life in this country. You don't even understand your own constitution. When Darius Dillon speak, oh, Senator Dillon, thank you very much, because Senator Dillon supporting you. Eh? Because he's supporting you. Oh, Senator Dillon, you did well. Thanks for explaining. You sat down. You don't read about the pension and whatsoever. But when Dillon talk about it, oh, President Dillon and Senator Dillon, thank you for telling us. You can't read for yourself. You can't read for yourself. You went to school. You get all the big degrees. You don't read because you don't get patient. Oh, Dillon, thank you. The people say you start in third grade, but if third grade student can do that kind of thing, thank you very much. Why would you want to pretend? Eh? Oh, because CDC say you start in third grade, so that's it. President, we are saying he go to school, but he get master degree. These are some of the things I can't stand. So when anything happen, he said, but yeah, in third grade. Oh, but I say I ain't go to school, so if I speak, who said no problem? The people say I never wanted it, they didn't want to push me there. To your watch, Liberia, we're getting there. Y'all bring UP and CPP and CDC in front of us. Y'all know what we'll tell you. We all want change. If we don't get change, we all will suffer. Ellis Cummings will suffer. I will suffer. You will suffer. People in America will suffer if you don't get the right change. To bring old wine and can't put it in new bottle. Let me tell you when old wine is strong. An older man, an experienced man who never worked in government decide to come in government. He's an older man with brains. But the wine that you ever open, if you open a wine and you drink from it and you close it back and you put it down for 20 years, it's not the same anymore. But if you put this wine for the first time and close it up and you put it somewhere, they say the stronger, the longer the wine, the stronger it is. But not to just put the wine, the air going all in between. Then you're called Mr. Joseph Boakai, Joseph of Egypt. The first thing, Joseph was not an older guy. Joseph was in his 30s. And Joseph came from Egypt to Israel. Mr. Boakai came from Raya and Rehab, that the place he was sitting. He ain't go nowhere. How you call him Joseph? To rescue who? What we going through that you want to rescue us? You see how God can go in let up there. God can just allow you to take all kind of names. All kind of names. We got everything on the book. All we're looking for is to fix it. We're looking for a leader that will stand up to the status quo. We're looking for a leader that will fight the establishment. And that is what Mr. Cummings is doing to y'all and have confused you people. You ain't know how to campaign anymore, sir. Until you say, we want money, but we vote. You tell a brempo stupid, yeah? to come steal. They'll say, we need no money. We'll go there. All the people, you're in a Lofa County, Liberia. Eh? Just put your health record on. Mr. Cummings, publish your health record. In fact, I want for Mr. Cummings to go and do a physical. I will inbox Mr. Cummings. In fact, I will say publicly, Mr. Cummings, please go and do your physical and publish it. And we expect Mr. Weir to do his physical and publish it. And we expect Mr. Bwaka to do the same thing and publish it. Let's see. We challenge you. You would never do it. Because the woman got a pacemaker. You would never do it. You're in Liberia, that place that people just play with people's lives. I want people suffering. I want people suffering. When the last time you argue with President Weir? When was the last time that Mr. Bwaka speak to the people to encourage them? When was the last time? Never. Then you say we should give him the presidency. Based on what? Merit? Because he served 20, 40 years in government? That we don't even know. Some people are listening to the reload. They say 25 years. Some people say 40 years. I just say 12 years. That is what I know about. So, I see you, yeah. You share the video. And you call Darius Dillon and let him know. I will inbox him. I will show it to him. Let him listen to it. I will follow him every day. And guess what? We're on radio in Liberia. I love Liberia. I love. I'm not causing you, but I just won't call him out. Lies is not the solution. Yeah. When you lie, we catch up with you. Bye. I love you all. Dylan, have a good day. You stay my friend. But Liberia is bigger than you and myself. So I'm fighting for Liberia. And Ellis Cummings is the way for a change, the real change, for a country that you and I will enjoy, especially when you leave the Senate, because you can't go for re-election.